Dear learners, we welcome you all for this final class of the BAPI 003 and the previous 3 session recorded videos we have already uploaded in our RC Visakhapatnam YouTube channel. If anyone want to refer whatever your teacher has explained, if you are unable to recollect or something doubts, then you can go ahead with that videos, as well as Mr. Srinu has already given his email ID. Is kind enough to clear your doubts. You can coordinate with him. Meanwhile, your regional director of the Bijapur, Dr. Devendra, is also will join in this meeting. If any doubts if you are having regarding the submission and all the things, we will take 2-3 minutes in the middle if it is required. Now I request Mr. Srinu, please take the session. Thank you.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir. So good evening, guys. Yesterday we are discussing about so the marketing plan. What is a visit of our organic outlets? Now I'm going to discuss here two components. One is cost benefit ratio. So production in the production system, there is a cost involved, then benefit also involved. So we need to calculate this cost benefit ratio or benefit cost ratio according to given you that, and also I will prepare another model for you all. So that's also I will explain in the later. So after that we'll little bit study about some schemes regarding agricultural finance and some resources regarding agriculture finance. Now, so what is a cost benefit ratio or benefit cost ratio? Before you know that, what is a production involves in general? So our cultivation in the farming practices, what production involves? There is a inputs and outputs there. Inputs and outputs, and we are purchasing the inputs from the stores. In that land also we can calculate as a what is that called land, we call it as a depreciation manner, and other inputs we are buying like seeds, fertilizers, pesticides, and some machinery, some tools. So what are the investment for these tools, including land depreciation, including farmer labor charges also? This is combinedly we can call it as inputs here. In the any production process, we can start with these inputs. So after the produce getting by farmer, we can estimate the cost and output price, and we calculate those two things. Finally, we get some value. So that decide that is a benefit or a loss. That value will decide that is a benefit or a loss. So that's it. So what is the cost benefit ratio? I think I repeat again. So any production process, suppose you have to take an example. There is a paddy cultivation or rice cultivation. Paddy or rice, both are same. The another name of rice is paddy. That involves land preparation and also land depreciation, or sometimes nothing but land value, and sometimes we can call it as paying of the land for usage, okay, or the value of the land in the particular period, okay, and also implements, tools, fertilizers, pesticides. So this all comes under inputs. Sir, we are buying the inputs for the cultivation, like seeds, fertilizer, pesticides, and we are paying some rent to the land. And tillage. Tillage is a nothing but tillage. What does that mean by tillage? Tillage is a nothing but mechanical manipulation and disturbing of the soil. So here, what I am saying, that every cultivation is starting with tillage. So we need to pay for the tillage also. Generally, this was tillage is done with tractor or any machinery. Nowadays, full of tractors are available for the tillages. So here there is a cost benefit ratio or benefit cost ratio formula given there. Value of the crop final produce and minus cost of inputs total by cost of inputs. So that analysis of benefit cost ratio is important tool to assess the economics of the farming as practiced by farmer. So how much price he was spending towards cultivation. So maybe 30,000, 40,000, then how much he will get. So value of the crop produce means how much he will get, maybe in the produce manner or price manner. So this entire thing uh, depending upon the cultivation practices. So now we'll move on to the one first case study. The cost and returns in the cultivation of organic rice versus inorganic rice. What is inorganic rice? What is organic rice? Here, organic rice, we are using biofertilizers, pesticides, vermicompost, FIM. So, what is meant by FIM? Farm yard manure. It is like a vermicompost. Yesterday we are discussed about vermicompost. Same thing, but absence of worms. Here microbial activity is present to turn the entire trash into farmyard manure. Okay. So here is their variable costs are given in this column. Variable cost is different from fixed cost. Okay, variable cost means it is variable uh, day by day. So nowadays the seed cost is 100 kg, or suppose 100 kg bag, the 1,000 rupees in the 2000 or 2005, that around cost 300, 300 to 600, like that. So variable cost is always changing cost, nothing but it's depending upon the period. So here there is a organic. Here it is a organic. The seeds cost is 398 rupees. Here 368 rupees. Farming and manure is 927 rupees here. So here the manures they are using in organic only, organic farms only, and green manure also. Generally, green manuring again divided into green leaf manures and green stem manures or green tree manures. So vermicompost, biofertilizers, and biopesticides, these all things are used in organic farms. But in the case of chemical fertilizers we are using in the both organic and inorganic. Sometimes after some period, any organic farmer after sometimes after 3 to 4 years of the starting practicing or cultivating the organic rice, automatically this value is zero. This value is zero. And also plant protection chemicals, this is absolutely uh, plant base. This is a chemical base. Okay, this is a plant base, and this price for the chemical base. Human labor almost of same. Bullock labor here, nowadays we are using tractors for the tillage. So This is for in the time of they are using bullocks. This is the bullock labor cost, and this is a mission labor for the cutting or something like weeding and irrigation charges and interest on working capital. So on the total, we find out 6583 rupees. Here 6878 rupees. So that land revenue 11. This is the fixed cost for every year. Uh, in between 15 years, 15 years later, or 10 to 15 years, this may be changed. This price may be rental value of the land, rental value of the land 1500 and depreciation 91 182. Why? Because this is the 91 that's showing the this value is the 182. If upon using of the chemical fertilizers, that land is degraded, like erosion means removal of fine particles or detachment of fine soil particles from the actual land to the going to somewhere through the water and air action. So this is called depreciation. And interest on fixed capital, the subtotal is 1925 year, 1906 year. The total cost is 8509. What is the gross returns on what is the net returns from the organic and inorganic? Here gross returns 17,601 rupees. Here 14,226 rupees. The net returns. So from this value to this value, we can minus this value to this value, we can get this value. So 909148. Here 5441 rupees. So what is the cost benefit ratio here? Here it is the 2.06, which is a 1.16. Generally cost benefit ratio is there is a ratio generally 1 is to 1.5, which is valuable, or 1.1 greater than 1.5 is valuable. That value is 1.5 below, this is the negligible. That means the farmer getting low income. Now what are the cost components here? Fixed cost including land rent and land revenue, depreciation of the farm, interest on fixed capital, variable cost. So I already told you this one. So comparison between organic and conventional production system. This is the small comparison, no need to worry. So this is the organic farming, this is the conventional farming. Why the government has to encouraging the organic farming compared to the conventional farming? The chemical farming generally, uh, which gives better results in a short time of period, but which gives some problems to the health and human beings also, like health problems. Many health problems nowadays we are seeing. uh, Basically this is the happening in by eating chemical food. Okay, so that organization here, what is the organization? Ecological orientation, sound economy, and efficient labor input. Here, fossil fuels limit less than greenhouse gases. One of the major issue nowadays in a paddy field. So the methane releases higher amounts in a chemical farming compared to organic farming. This is also one of the reason to discourage or to encourage the organic farming, to discourage the chemical farming. That CH4, you know already what is the importance of ozone layer in atmosphere. That layer was decreased by this CH4 molecules in general. That CH4 molecules, what they will do, they detach the ozone layer particles. They form a new molecule. By this action, automatically the ozone layer is depleted due to the depletion of ozone layer, the rays coming from the sun, uh, by that action of that rays, it can that rays can cause a cancer, skin cancers. That's why this is the big issue. The nowadays we can call it as greenhouse gases. These are released from the paddy field, especially not only paddy field. So now production system cycles of nutrients produced within the farm and off farm inputs. What is this point meaning? That if the nutrient resources like FIM, vermicompost, biofertilizers, biopesticides, we can prepare our own in that farm. But here we need to buy from other producers like fertilizer shops, chemical shops. So weed control by crop rotation cultural practices, but weed control by herbicide. They are using herbicide here in the chemical farming. But here pest control based on the biopesticide. Here for the pest control, what is a pest again? You know what is a weed, what is a pest? I will explain. Any unwanted plant other than crop, we can call it as a weed. So that is weed. Now the pest, what is a pest? A pest is any microorganism or insect which eat the crop. So nothing but simply sometimes we are buying some fruits, we are find out some insects in the larval, like we are observed larval in that. That is a pest. Okay. So here the pest control mainly based upon chemical pesticides, here biocontrol agent. Social value mainly no pollution here, it is considerable pollution. This is a conserve the soil health, macro, micro, and flora and fauna. Here, deterioration of soil health, adverse impact on micro and macro organisms. So, this is micro about the micro and macro organisms. The soil in the rainy season, after rain, there will be a small aroma. The big one type of aroma came from the soil. That that indication is a nothing but presence of microorganisms in that soil. So we are using organic way, organic produce here, organic inputs here. Automatically, these microorganisms, macroorganisms are increasing in the soil day by day. We are decreasing the soil day by day. So the market value 20 to 30% higher value compared to normal one. So I think you are understood in a better way. So here this is organic farming, and what is the main differences between organic farming and chemical farming. So now we'll move on to the economics of organic farming. So I already told you that this is the organic cotton, same as we are discussed for the above rice, same thing. So a little bit changing the document here. No need to worry. Oh, okay. So you can see this. You can see this how the cost benefit ratio or benefit cost ratio work. Okay. So what are the components in that? The fixed cost means costs that do not change with output. Here, examples land rent, depreciation, and interest. Then, what is the variable cost? Which is a nothing but input cost. Those we can call it as a variable cost. What is a cost? Cost equals to variable cost per fixed cost. That is the formula, actual formula. So, what is a variable cost? Cost that vary with production level, nothing but cultivation level. seeds, fertilizer, labor, which is increasing day by day or year after year. The total cost is sum of the fixed cost and variable cost. Here, example. So this this is a normal cost of production of paddy. For the seed 3000, which is a comes under variable cost. Fertilizer and manures 5000, which is a variable cost. Human labor 10,000, which is comes under variable cost, and machine labor 4,000, which comes under variable. Irrigation charges also variable. That land rent, which is a fixed 8,000, and depreciation, which is 2,000. The total cost of production is 35,000 per hectare. This is for hectare. What is the difference between hectare and acre? The 2.5 acres, we can call it as a 1 hectare. 2.5 acres, we can call it as a 1 hectare. Then in that acres, 40,000 square meters, we can call it as a 40,000 square meters, we can call it as a acre. Okay, otherwise 100 cents, we can call it as a 1 acre. Okay, I think you are understood now. So here the BCR, another formula they given, BCR equals to gross written by total cost of production. Here they gave particulars. So 2.57. This is the bread. So since BCR is greater than 1, paddy cultivation is profitable. Okay, that is cost benefit ratio or benefit cost ratio. Now little bit we are we'll go through the difference between organic rice and inorganic rice. So this is the we are discussed, but nowadays this is the price, actual price. So seeds 3,000. Here is 3,500. Manures and fertilizers, chemicals here 6,000. Here is the 4,000. Plant production 4,000. Here is 2,000. Human labor 10,000 is 14,000. So machine labor 4,000, 3,000, irrigation 3,000, 3,000, land rent is the same. Now inorganic rice 40,000 per hectare. What we are getting, that 40,000, organic rice 39 500 per hectare. This is the total cost. Total cost. Inorganic rice 40,000 and organic rice 30,000. So little bit go beyond, little bit go down here. So what is the yield and returns for both? So yield quintal per hectare, 55 quintal per hectare. 100 kg bag, we can call it as a 1 quinta. So we are getting 55 quintas per hectare. Here 45 quintas per hectare. Price per quinta is 1,800 here, but here 2,500. This is the benefit in a organic production. Gross returns 99,000. Here 1,12,500. So we can see this. What is the benefit cost ratio here? For the inorganic rice 2.48, organic rice 2.85. Okay, so that's why the bankers always will, sorry, the government always encouraging these entire thing. Okay, stop sharing. What is this? What was happening in window? Okay, now we'll move on to this one. Okay, sorry. I think you understood or not? Is there any doubt in the So this is for cotton. So this is for cotton. Okay. So I think you are understood what is the cost benefit ratio. Is there any doubt regarding this one? So little bit I will go with that in 5 minutes revision. What is the cost? What is the benefit cost ratio? Is nothing but cost is a nothing but we are paying some price to the inputs, and the inputs, especially that inputs we are putting to the cultivation practices, and finally we are getting some produce, and that produce we are selling to the some price, and this cost having little bit lower than this price in general, so that finally we are getting the BCR, benefit cost ratio. In that cost again divided into variable cost, fixed cost, and total returns. Here they are getting total returns. So that by using this formula we are getting that BCR ratio. Okay, so this is, so I think, so if any farmer who want to uh, change the land or change the cultivation inorganic to organic and get a certificate from the organic authorities, first they are going with these first 3 years they do not get any certificate. After 3 year, after third year onward, they are getting the organic produce. Why? Actually the farmer cultivating or farmer practicing chemical practices that was vanished after 3 years from the starting of the organic cultivation. That's why the first 2 years we can call it as a year of conversion. That land convert into, that production convert into inorganic to organic. The soil fertility, soil structure, texture also changing these 2 years. After third years onwards, that gives 100%, 99% organic produce. In the first year and second year, in between organic and inorganic produce. That is, we can call it as inorganic and organic produce. Okay. So now let's move on to the next one. So this is what are the government schemes and other financial resources that are encouraging the organic production. So nowadays, the government involving the production process, they are giving to some input to the farmer and cooperative societies and some NGOs, and also some benefits also they give. And also they, apart from that benefits, there is a schemes available based upon the niche. What is the niche here? Niche means any unit, either vermicompost unit or biopesticide unit or something like cultivation of vegetables, organic vegetables. That we can call it as a niche here. Okay. So here NPOP, the National Program for Organic Production, which is a government body. Okay. This comes under Ministry of Commerce. The Ministry of Commerce comes under Government of India. And also EPEDA. EPEDA, we are discussing EPEDA yesterday, Agriculture Processing Food Production Export Development Authority. These two, NPOP and EPEDA, generally starting the organic production process. Here, they gave some objectives. The main objective of these two programs are to promote organic farming movement in India, to create awareness about the principles of organic farming, to identify the potential crops and regions, assessment of the needs for the development, setting up the model organic farms in the country. This means the crops cultivating practices different from one area to another area, and also crops also. Suppose in case of North India, they are prefer sugarcane and also little bit flowers and wheat. And in the case of South India, the majority growers are growing banana, sugarcane, vegetables, cotton, and rice. The major uh, crop the producing in the North India is wheat. In the case of South India, rice. So here the point says that to identify the potential crops and region, based upon the region, you have to select the crop and variety too. Okay. To accredited inspection and certifying agencies, again, some of the agencies, National Testing Agency and the National another National Organic Agency, some of the agencies are involved for the inspection and certification process. In this, NPOP is the one component. So facilitate certification to the organic products as per the national standards and organic products. As per this is not a this was given by the NPOP, supporting the setting up the chemical commercial organic farms and to promote the organic export. So here, how they are build commercial organic farms. In this activity, generally they are selecting 10 to 15 or 20 farmers and forming a one cooperative and collect the land and pooling the land, and pooling means combine the land, then automatically which give one which look like a one farm, and they are starting the cultivating the organic cultivation there. Okay, so this is a group activity generally. So example for this, Raitu Mitra is the one of the cooperative society and one of the milk society also. The schemes generally present in our India is, so what are the components in that? Generally, that schemes was launched by Ministry of Agriculture. Ministry of Agriculture. Nowadays, the farmer getting some Bhima Yojana like that. The first we are discussing these things. Later we are going with that scheme names. So for that, components of various schemes are as follows. So capacity of building of the farmers in organic farming, the financial it is for setting up the production units of, for which type of units they are encouraging, they are giving to the loans or finance. First one is compost unit, biofertilizer units, vermiculture units, and some of the training programs for that, and they gave the certificate to, and they gave the marketing facility, they provide marketing facility for what you are creating or what you are cultivating. So suppose if the farmer is there, the farmer don't know about the mulberry culture or sericulture. Sericulture means nothing but production of silk from the insects. So here, what the government, what they will do, they conduct the training for the each and every farmer in the sericulture, and then they will provide the some loans to the farmer, and then set up the entire, and they give the subsidy to. In the progress of the after starting, and the progress automatically some extension officers and field functionaries or field staff will assist these farmers after training. They are they're middle of the cultivation or middle of the production. Okay, training on the organic input production and quality control, That field demonstration, the field demonstration means nothing but a field classroom. Okay, this is a nothing but a field classroom. So so by the these things will happen nowadays, which is a nothing but field schools. Conducting the field schools, the group of farmers are assembled there, and one extension or field person from the government who are explaining each and every component, how to start or how to uh, practicing the units, activities present in that unit. Okay, so now next one is market development and promotion. So after the farmer was creating the product or something like producing the product, so the big question came here in that their minds: where to sell, when to sell, how to sell, and what price how to sell. So this was general question raising by the farmer. For that, the government will produce, they will set up the some prices to the produce and some markets too, where the farmer brings to the will bring to the entire produce to the market, and there is a agent available there in markets. Automatically that agents are buying this produce. So this was generally happened in a rice system, rice, cotton, or something like jute. So this was MSP. You heard about MSP, minimum support price. Minimum support price was fixed by the government before crop cultivation, before starting of the crop cultivation. Suppose quinta rice is 1800 in a outside, in case of MSP, it is a 900. Farmer willing to sell this produce to the government. Otherwise, in the outside, it is a 2000 or 2200. In case of markets, it is a 1800. The farmer will sell to outside for the high to the higher price. It is based upon the farmer interest. I think you got my point. MSPs minimum support prices are fixed by the government itself. So that if the farmer don't have access to the market, the agent will come and checking the produce and pay the price to the farmer and take to the produce. Again, in the market level there is a price like 2200, which is a higher price. In case of MSP is 1800. The farmer happily sell to their produce to the 2200 rupees. So no objection here, no, not any issue raised by the government here. Okay, it is up to farmer. So the development of new initiatives, discrimination of proven technology, these are the things. So here the components of national projects of organic farming, physical and financial targets, 10th 5-year plan. So what is the 10th 5-year plan, which was in 2002 to 2007? So here, what are the components present in that? Establishment of national and regional centers. Here, what are the regional center? Agricultural regional centers are present nowadays. Suppose example, we can take up like IARI, Indian Agriculture Research Institute. I say ICAR. Okay. So now next one is RARS, Regional Agricultural Research Institutes. Okay. Now capacity. So here, what they will do? They are locating some areas and providing assistance to the farmer or providing some knowledge to the farmers, and finally after getting the produce they will buy from the farmers. Okay, these entire things generally working for the one goal, that is buying of the organic produce. So this is the little bit setting. Okay, do not worry. So what are the schemes that are available? What are the schemes that are available in our India? So here a little bit go down, and I will sharing another document here. So these are the schemes who are eligible. First, who are eligible for these schemes? Farmer who are having land. Almost all farmers are eligible for these schemes. So PM Kisan Yojana, Pradhan Mantri Kisan Yojana, which is main objective here it is, which is giving a little bit amount to the farmer. Okay, 6,000 rupees giving to the farmers in India, and also some of the states providing some amounts to this. Little bit in the example, little bit say Andhra Pradesh, they're providing another 3,500 rupees plus 6,000. Okay, Pradhan Mantri Fasal Bima Yojana, which is a crop insurance scheme. Before, the farmer will will start the crop production practices, will apply for this insurance scheme, like nowadays LIC, nothing but, which is crop insurance scheme generally provide to the farmers if any losses by the action of natural calamities. This was claimed by the farmer. Low premium insurance cover for this. How much he was spending, like little bit 12,000 rupees he was spending towards the crop cultivation. Minimum 6 to 7,000 rupees he will get by this cover. Okay, Kisan credit cards, which is a credit support to the farmers. Generally, this cards give to the farmers by the by the time of input buying, the farmers using these cards. Okay, this is a nothing but short term loan at a low interest. Next, PM Mudra Yojana, which is generally used for the small entrepreneurs who are starting uh, small industries. Loan up to 10 lakh. And National Horticulture Mission, which is a very, very, very important one in a horticulture. These all are applicable in a agriculture as well as horticulture too. What is in agriculture and what is a horticulture here? Agriculture means what the like apart from fruits and vegetables, remaining crops all are comes under agriculture. Okay, then what is horticulture? That spices and condiments and fruits, vegetables, this all comes under horticulture. So here the national horticulture mission, there is a subsidies given to the farmer and infrastructures. Like suppose the farmer want to wish installation of the some pumps or some sheds or some machinery, the farmer will apply that mission in a through via loan or direct money, that subsidy gave by this mission. Okay, this is enough. And next one is government subsidies and grants. So this is input subsidy, reduce the cost of cultivation. Then how? The example is seeds, distribution of seeds, distribution of fertilizers, and what they will do, government here, they maintain buffer stocks here. In the seed, fertilizer, chemicals, buffer stocks, and whenever that farmer want to buy that input, they will reduce the cost of that fertilizer. Okay, that means we can call it as fertilizer subsidy. In the normal case, example like urea bag nowadays that cost around 450 rupees per bag, which is available in 49 kilograms per one bag. So in that, in the outside 450, in the case of government subsidy is there, that available to 300 rupees to the farmer. And machinery, tractors and harvesters, and irrigation like drip and sprinkler systems. What is a drip and what is a sprinkler system? The drip system or sprinkler systems are the micro irrigation systems, and other financial resources. These all comes from directly government. This PM Kisan, Pradhan Mantri Fasal Bhumi Yojana, Kisan Credit Card. So government directly will approach to the farmer and will provide these benefits to the farmers here also. And now, other than government, there is a another financial resources who are provide to the loans to the farmers, especially commercial banks, SBI and Punjab National Banks, whatever, their cooperative banks. This is the PACs. This is a rural credit bank, primary agricultural cooperative society, district cooperative society. Like that, they are working. That cooperatives are working, which are provide to the loan to the farmers in general. Okay, and microfinance institution, which is a self-help groups like Dwakra. Okay, so this is NBFCs, non-banking financial services. Example: Mahindra Finance, Kotak Finance, Kotak Mahindra Finance. Okay, so in the case of small farmers, they are utilizing all the PM Kisan Yojana, Kisan Credit Card, Pradhan Mantri Fasal Beam Yojana, subsidy from drip irrigation. You are also, if you are starting any agricultural industry, so you need to apply first to the government or any bank. After the entire project, yesterday I told you about the project, right? In that project, or any small uh, like small industry, you want to wish to apply, then prepare a project proposal and give it to the government authorities like agriculture office, and entire document thoroughly checked by the authorities. Automatically they will give approval to the document. After that, you need to apply that banks. That banks provide loan to you entire amount, and return they will give some subsidies. Like, if your 50 lakh loan will be taken from the bank, suppose that 30 to 35% will be subsidy. Okay, remaining amount will be paid depending upon the industry. After some time, maybe 18 months, you have to start from the 18-month onward, from the starting of the industry. Okay, so this was the little bit about that schemes. Okay, schemes, I think you are well understood. Now we'll move on to the another slide. uh, Another slide, like what is that may called? Okay, so here it is. Sorry. Mm, so this is the component. Generally, these are the schemes available to the farmer to start the organic farming. generally what not. So many schemes are nowadays is present. The National Horticulture Mission. So who are eligible for this? All farmers. That all the states and union territories of India, Indian except northeastern states. Okay, Himachal Pradesh, Jammu Kashmir, Uttaranchal. Okay, then these three getting some other benefits apart from this. So that's it. Eligibility also I told you that. So this is the things generally. I think is there any doubt regarding two exercises? So, if you want to start any internship or any industry or small scale industries, the government will assist you and provide some loans to you in a smaller way, like some mudra loans. Nowadays, mudra, you heard about the mudra loans? That mudra loans will assist nearly 10 to 15 lakhs to each individual, depending upon the small scale businesses and small scale industries. Okay, the solar power panels, you heard about the solar power panels. In the farmer want to install the solar power panel, up to 50% subsidy that gave by government. Okay, that provided by government, 50% solar or 30 to 50%. Okay, and any apiculture, nothing but rearing of honey bees. For the honey, government will provide subsidy up to 25 to 35. Any small scale industry like making of the biscuits or making of the agarbattis, like that, and rearing of the sheep, goat, and dairy farms, and like donkey farming. What they will do here it is, first they will give training to you or farmer, and later they will give the one certificate. By the using of this certificate, you have to apply to the loan. That's it. So that is the actual concept here. So is there any doubt regarding this one? So these schemes all comes under Ministry of Agriculture. Okay, and National Horticulture Mission. These two generally running these entire schemes. Apart from this, I already told you that the PM Kisan Yojana, farmer having a land, that every farmer, and also own farmer, that land have a an own land farmers, and also rented land farmers also eligible for PM Kisan Yojana. Okay, so that is the things generally. That's it. Is there any doubt regarding this exercise 1 or exercise 2? Little bit, once go through the documents, you are well understood, and write the answers what they give. This last this one you have to write this one. Okay, sir, sir, are you there? Sir, are you there?
Yes.
Yes, sir. Yeah, completed.
Completed, huh?
Completed, sir.
Okay. Thank you, sir, for successfully conducting these 4 days online sessions. Dear learners, as I told previously, as we are giving the 10 days time, as suggested by your faculty, as we are keeping 10th maximum, I think 10th of the February is the date to submit your report. The students belongs to the regional center Bijapur. You submit at your regional center. Later, they will forward to RC Vishakhapatnam. The students of the RC Vishakhapatnam, you submit the reports at the RC Vishakhapatnam only. Later on, it will be evaluated and your marks will be updated. If you are delaying beyond that date, we will not accept. We are telling you, we are giving you the maximum time. 10th February 2026 is the last date for submission of your report. Okay. Any other doubts? Any student is having either Vishakhapatnam or Bijapur? You
Excuse
can
me,
ask. Yeah, please tell.
सर ये प्रोजेक्ट बनाना पड़ेगा सर इसका सब्जेक्ट का भी
Yes.
और बाय पोस्ट सबमिट कर सकते हैं सर
आपका रीजनल सेंटर क्या है?
बीजापुर है सर बट
पोस्ट
बेलगाम
में भेजो, पोस्ट में भेजो.
पोस्ट में भेजो ओके
सर इसका फाइल बना के भेजना पड़ेगा ना पूरा जो सर ने सिलेबस पढ़ाया इसको पूरा फाइल में बना के भेजना है ना सर
अभी आपका सर बोला ना, आपका फैकल्टी गाइड किया ना, इसलिए आप लोगों को ऐसा रिपोर्ट बना के भेजना है.
ओके सर ओके सर.
सर इसका मैं प्रकाश बोल रहा हूँ सर. हेलो
बताओ.
सर, हमको एक पीडीएफ मिलेगा सर जो अभी मैं थोड़ा क्लास अटेंड नहीं कर पाया अभी सर.
रिकॉर्डेड वीडियोस हम ऑलरेडी अपलोड किया हमारा आरसी विशाखापट्टनम यूट्यूब चैनल में.
हाँ सर.
जिसका हम सर नोट्स बनाएंगे
सर,
सर इसी पे जो सर ने पढ़ाया है इसी टॉपिक की नोट्स बनाएंगे ना सर. जो सर ने सारी टॉपिक पढ़ाया है इन्हीं टॉपिक के हम नोट्स बना के लाके जमा करेंगे ना सर फाइल.
you can prepare any topic.
ओके सर ओके सर.
सर
ने जो बनाया उसी को ही टॉपिक पे बनाना है. ठीक है ना, सर ने बताया होगा ऑलरेडी.
ओके
सर.
Okay.
Now they can do the work on any topic or they have to follow whatever the topic you have given.
Sir, all what are the exercises that I explained? Each and every exercise have a model answers there, model questions there.
Okay.
According to that, they are prepared and submit to you.
Okay. Now you followed all the models he has given. That all you have to.
So already
do.
they are given, sir. Already they are given, sir. Exercises. Here, what I look at the document. Check your progress. Exercise 1. They gave.
Okay.
By utilizing these, they are
all the 3 exercises you have to do.
Yes, sir.
There is no the choice in that one. Okay.
ओके सर
Any
Okay.
other doubts?
नो सर.
Okay. Then good. Thank you.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Mr. Srinu.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
As a academic counselor, you have conducted wonderfully these 4-day sessions. We are very much thankful to you. At the
Okay,
same
it's my
time,
pleasure, sir.
the students also, we are very much thankful to you, spending your valuable time and attending the sessions. And I hope you enjoyed these 4 days sessions. Accordingly, you please prepare the report and submit and complete your program successfully. Thank you. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
थैंक यू सर.
This session.